Have you ever wondered why some of the brightest minds choose solitude over constantly being around others? It might seem counterintuitive, but solitude can actually be one of the best tools for personal growth and gaining a deeper understanding of life. In a world where being alone is often viewed negatively, highly intelligent people have discovered a secret that many miss: the true power of solitude. Sadhguru shows us that being alone, away from everyday distractions, isn't just about taking a break. It's a powerful way to organize your mind and emotions. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the noise and distractions of life, the clarity you're seeking might lie in what you've been avoiding: solitude. Ready to see how it could unlock your full potential? Sadhguru reminds us that solitude isn't just an escape, it's a chance to explore deeper layers of ourselves. Every day we're hit with endless distractions, making it hard to connect with who we really are. When we allow ourselves to be alone, we create space to hear our own thoughts without interruption. This is key for self-improvement because we can only work on what we truly understand. Imagine taking a few minutes each day to reflect on your actions, decisions, and goals, free from distractions. It's in these quiet moments that your mind starts to make sense of the chaos around you. For many, being alone can be tough because it forces them to face thoughts and emotions they've been avoiding. But it's this very confrontation that sparks growth. Sadhguru teaches that the mind is like a garden. If left untended, weeds start to grow. Solitude is the time you dedicate to pulling out those weeds, organizing your thoughts and emotions so that clear ideas and defined goals can bloom. One practical way to do this is by starting a daily habit of inner silence, where you disconnect from everything when you wake up and just let your thoughts flow. This simple practice kicks off the process of self-improvement. Moreover, solitude has the power to reset not just your mind, but also your body and emotions. When you step away from daily demands and spend time with yourself, it triggers a natural reset of your inner state. Highly intelligent people understand this and use solitude to boost their performance in every area of life. Just as athletes need rest to perform at their best, your mind needs moments of solitude to recalibrate. Over time, you'll start to see that these moments of nothingness are actually full of potential for growth and evolution. For Sadhguru, silence is more than just the absence of noise. It's a powerful spiritual practice. He teaches that silence is a gateway to deeper self-connection. Many people seek silence to escape modern distractions like social media, but true silence goes beyond that. It's an internal pause where your mind quiets down and you can truly observe what's happening within. Imagine setting aside time each day to sit in complete silence. No talking, no listening to anything, just you and your thoughts. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's in this discomfort that real transformation begins. Deep silence can be truly transformative. Sadhguru shares how many spiritual practitioners spend days or even years in complete silence. This practice isn't about escaping the world, but about reaching a level of awareness where you can better understand yourself and the life around you. A simple way to try this is by unplugging from social media for a few hours each day and allowing yourself to sit in total silence, free from distractions. This creates a space where you can observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Not only does this help clear your mind, but it also strengthens your focus on what truly matters. As you deepen this practice, you'll realize that silence isn't empty, it's full of insights. The answers you've been seeking externally begin to emerge from within. Sadhguru explains that stepping away from distractions gives your mind the chance to reorganize and gain clarity. With that clarity, you'll be better prepared to handle life's challenges with balance and wisdom. Silence is a powerful tool for anyone wanting to tap into their inner potential, and many have already experienced its positive impact on their lives. Sadhguru often contrasts the vibrant energy of India with the vast solitude of places like Australia. In India, the density of human energy is palpable: constant movement, noise, and interaction. While this energy can be inspiring, it can also overwhelm the senses. In contrast, Australia's wide-open landscapes offer a rare opportunity for introspection. Imagine standing in the Australian desert, surrounded by quiet and stillness. That's the kind of space where deep reflection naturally happens. This contrast between the two environments serves as a metaphor for each person's inner journey. In India, the collective energy can elevate your consciousness, but it can also pull you away from the self-reflection necessary for personal growth. In Australia's vast solitude, you're left with just yourself, free from outside influences. Sadhguru explains that this contrast helped him realize that to dive deeper into your own being, you need to balance these two worlds, one full of interaction and the other of complete isolation. In everyday life, this could mean setting aside time to disconnect and be with yourself, even in busy environments filled with interaction. Understanding these two extremes helps create inner balance. Sadhguru encourages us to seek moments of solitude, even in the midst of a busy life, so we don't get lost in the chaos of modern living. By comparing the energies of India and Australia, he shows that we must learn to navigate between social interaction and reflective solitude to live a more complete life. As Sadhguru discovered, solitude isn't something to fear, but a resource for inner growth. What if, in the middle of life's chaos, you could find your own version of the Australian desert, where silence speaks louder than distractions? Sadhguru teaches that being alone is a skill few people master, but it can be the key to a more balanced and conscious life. When used correctly, solitude allows your mind to reorganize itself, free from external influences. For many, the thought of being alone can feel intimidating because the mind quickly fills with worries and anxieties. But in this space, we can find clarity if we know how to use it. Imagine setting aside intentional time for yourself, with no interruptions and no distractions. This alone time isn't about isolating yourself socially. It's about reconnecting with yourself and realigning your mind and emotions. Sadhguru points out that those who learn to value solitude tend to develop a unique inner clarity. They figure out how to manage their emotions, thoughts, and desires without feeling overwhelmed. The power of being alone comes from the ability to listen to yourself without judgment, simply observing. A practical example is creating a habit of inner dialogue, where you question your own thoughts, allowing them to surface without resistance. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Or what do I really want? This kind of self-reflection, done in moments of solitude, can reveal areas of your life that need attention and reorganization. The big secret, according to Sadhguru, is turning solitude into a source of strength, not weakness. He emphasizes that, contrary to popular belief, solitude is where real growth happens. When you spend more time with yourself, you realize you don't need external validation to be happy or feel complete. You can start small by practicing this. For instance, turn off your phone for an hour and take a walk in the park or sit somewhere quiet. During these moments, notice how your mind reacts and allow the silence to bring new perspectives. Over time, you'll stop fearing solitude and start seeing it as a powerful ally on your path to self-discovery. Sadhguru teaches that many of us are trapped in a constant cycle of thoughts and emotions, without realizing that these patterns distract us from fully experiencing life. When your mind is stuck in this cycle, it wears you down, creating a feeling of being stuck. It's like being on a spinning wheel of worries and anxieties, never truly living in the present. To break this cycle, he suggests practicing mindfulness, becoming aware of your thoughts and observing them without getting caught up in them. Imagine interrupting a repetitive worry with a deep, intentional breath. That alone can break the cycle and bring relief. This cycle of thoughts and emotions often works like an unnoticed automatic loop. Most people live in this repetition without ever questioning its source. Sadhguru reminds us that to break the cycle, we need to be present and observe our mind in action. A practical exercise is to take a few moments each day to ask yourself, is this thought helpful to me right now? Or how is this emotional pattern affecting me? These simple questions create a moment of awareness, allowing you to step out of the thought spiral and choose how you want to respond to each situation. Breaking out of that repetitive cycle feels like discovering a freedom you never knew existed. When you give yourself the space to just observe without judgment, your mind naturally starts to reorganize itself. Sadhguru describes this as liberating, a moment when you can find peace, no longer swept away by waves of emotions or thoughts. By practicing conscious observation, You become less reactive and more intentional in your actions. Imagine watching each thought float by like a passing cloud without holding on to it. This simple practice can completely change how you live each day. Sadhguru emphasizes that humans are at the peak of evolution, yet most people haven't realized their true potential. While we have an incredible ability to shape our lives, many end up complaining or feeling like victims of their circumstances. Human potential is vast, but it can only be unlocked when we understand that we are responsible for our own evolution. Instead of waiting for something external to change, we must begin by making internal changes. A great way to start is by practicing regular meditation to calm the mind and connect with your inner self, something anyone can do daily. When we talk about evolution, we're not just referring to physical or technological advancements, but an internal process as well. Sadhguru reminds us that true evolution is conscious and begins with the realization that we have the power to shape our own existence. Instead of complaining about life's difficulties, he suggests we ask ourselves, how can I change my perspective on this? This simple shift in thinking can be transformative. Imagine applying this to your own life. Each time a challenge arises, instead of resisting it, view it as an opportunity to grow and evolve. That's the path to real personal development. The key message here is that while many people wait for something external to improve their lives, Sadhguru emphasizes that everything starts from within. By unlocking our potential, we can live fuller lives without the limitations we impose on ourselves. This conscious evolution takes practice and patience, but it's entirely within reach. What are you doing to access your true potential? Perhaps it's time to reflect on the habits and patterns you've been repeating. Evolution is available to everyone, but it requires an intentional choice to commit to inner growth. Sadhguru believes that true joy is what gives life meaning. Interestingly, joyful moments can make time seem like it's flying by. When we're happy, time flies. When we're unhappy, it drags. He teaches that the key to a meaningful life lies in how we master our time and energy. Joy doesn't come from external events, but from how we choose to live and respond to situations. Picture someone who finds joy in everyday tasks like cooking or taking a walk. That approach transforms an ordinary life into something extraordinary. To live a truly joyful life, Sadhguru suggests that people need to learn how to master their internal energy. Instead of being weighed down by emotions and circumstances, we need to manage our mind and body so we stay in harmony. This can start with small practices like meditation or simply choosing to see the positive side of things. A helpful practice could be setting a clear intention for your day when you wake up. Ask yourself, how can I be more joyful today, no matter what happens? That small shift in mindset can make all the difference. Living a joyful life doesn't mean you'll never face challenges, but it does mean you can handle them with a lighter heart. Sadhguru reminds us that true joy comes from within, and it's available to everyone as long as we know how to cultivate it. By mastering our time and energy, we can make the most of each moment without being controlled by our emotions. What if you could live more intentionally, turning each day into an opportunity for growth and happiness? That's Sadhguru's invitation, to make joy a daily practice, something you can cultivate no matter the circumstances. Now that you understand how solitude can be a powerful ally for self-improvement, let me ask you, are you ready to apply this knowledge to your life? What if, instead of fearing solitude, you embraced it as an opportunity to grow, reflect, and organize your mind? Remember, the smartest minds don't avoid solitude. They use it to strengthen themselves. So how can you create moments of solitude in your daily life to tap into your true potential? If you're ready to continue this journey and discover more ways to transform your life, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for our next videos. You won't want to miss out.